Hi, everybody. Hi, Lauren. We'll give everybody just a minute or two to get on, to get settled. If you have a block available to you, you can go ahead and grab that. You don't necessarily need it, but it can be helpful for some of the twists that we are going to get into. Not necessarily super deep twists, but some twists that'll help us detoxify, move some things around in our digestive system. I know I have not been eating very well lately, and I think a lot of people are in the same boat. So hopefully this practice will help you out about that digestive system, get you back to normal as we prepare for a little bit of a different Memorial Day weekend than what we're used to. But maybe recognizing that different isn't bad. Maybe taking the time to focus on what this Memorial Day really means, why we celebrate it, remembering those who have given the ultimate sacrifice, and really taking some time to focus on that, to be present, to be still. Yeah. Little thoughts. Why don't we get started on our backs in a comfortable reclined position, taking either the legs out long in front of you, arms resting at your sides, or maybe the soles of the feet together to touch in Supta Baddha Konasana, depending on how tight your hips are. I know I already practiced this morning, so my hips are pretty open right now. You can take the legs out long. If you're having any lower back problems, taking the feet as wide as the mat and allowing the knees to knock together. Either the arms resting at your sides, or maybe placing them on your belly, knowing that's really where we're going to focus our healing today, softening the gaze or closing the eyes, just coming into this place, into this moment, taking the next hour for yourself, for your body, for your mind, being gentle with yourself in this practice and throughout the day, the weekend, the month, the months, wherever we're at right now. And just breathing. Not trying to control the breath in any particular way, but just noticing the breath as it moves from the belly, through the chest, through the throat, in and out through the nose or through the mouth. Tuning into the breath as you tune everything else out. Feeling the rise and the fall of the belly as you just breathe. We can't control what's going on around us, but we can control our breath. Beginning to scan down through the body, starting at the top of the head and moving through the face and the neck, noticing any areas of tension or tightness. Moving through the shoulders and down the arms, noticing any stiffness maybe any pain. Scanning down through the torso, the shoulder blades, the lower back, and the abdomen. Noticing any anxiety and butterflies. Scanning down through the hips, through the legs. Noticing any stiffness, any tension. Scanning all the way down through the lower legs, through the ankles, to the tips of the toes. Just becoming completely aware of what your body is going to need today, knowing when to back off, when to go deeper, making this practice, as always, completely your own. Beginning to deepen the breath, taking a deep inhale in through the nose, filling the belly. And opening the mouth to let it go. Another deep inhale in through the nose. And exhaling it all out. One last time, biggest inhale you can get. And let it go. Drawing your hands together in prayer, pressing your thumbs to your third eye, and setting an intention or dedication for your practice. Maybe dedicating your practice to those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice, serving and protecting our country, and to the families, to the loved ones that they have left behind. Taking a deep inhale and drawing your intention into your heart. And exhale to release it, let it go. Slowly beginning to wiggle the fingers and the toes, finding gentle movements. Eventually drawing the knees into the chest, wrapping the arms around the shins, and rocking gently from side to side, massaging out the lower back, moving in one direction, making little circles with the lower back, and eventually moving in the other direction, switching directions. Coming back to center, keeping the right knee tucked in toward the chest, extending the left leg out long, pointing the toes, letting that left foot either hover off of the earth or relaxing it down, extending the leg. Is uncomfortable for you? Bending the knee, placing the sole of the foot onto the mat. Either way, we're focused on that right knee. With each exhale, drawing it closer toward the chest and beginning to pull it toward the right armpit. Making a little circle with that knee, moving it a little bit farther out toward the right side. Gently allowing it to move forward to the left side, just slightly little micro movements, and back up toward the right side of the chest. And back toward the armpit. Do one more little circle there. Forward. Toward the right side of the chest. And to the armpit. Taking the left hand to the outside of the right knee and pulling the right leg across the body. Extending the right arm out long, gazing toward the right fingertips, either keeping that left knee bent or maybe extending it straight. Not really focusing on stretching out the back of the leg right now. Just on taking that gentle twist. And slowly coming back through center, both knees into the chest. And switching sides, right leg out long, Pulling that right knee in, or left knee in, you know what side you're on. Pointing the toes, and using the exhale to draw that left knee toward the armpit. Just a little bit out to the side, releasing it just slightly forward, and then toward the left side of the body, and back up toward the armpit. Little circle with that knee, and back through one more round. This is wind removing pose. So if you feel any release in the hip, in the digestive system, it's totally natural. And again, take that right hand to the left knee, drawing it across the body. Left arm extends out long. Nice gentle supine twist. And coming back through center, both knees into the chest once more. Maybe drawing your forehead up towards your knees, coming into a little ball. Beginning to rock forward and backward, creating some momentum. And finding yourself up into a tabletop position. Stacking shoulders over the wrists. Knees hip-width distance apart, toes untucked, pressing the palms into the mat. Creating a nice flat back as we move through some cats and cows. I get very distracted by a messy back. Mine's covered in dog fur. Inhale, drop the belly, shine your heart forward. Exhale, round the spine, draw the navel in. Inhale to cow, pressing that belly down, drawing the shoulder blades together behind you. Exhale to cat, drawing that navel in. Moving through these two poses back and forth, and adding anything else that feels good, swaying the hips from side to side. Looking over the right or left shoulder, flipping or reversing the palms, making this practice your own, tuning into what your body needs today. Maybe you showed up because you saw it was about digestion, or maybe you felt called to come to your mat to breathe, to sweat. You need to go deeper and create more heat. Feel free to add some vinyasas. After your next exhale, coming back to a neutral spine, nice flat back. Keeping the hips stacked over the knees, begin to walk the hands forward. As you lower your chin and your chest down onto the mat to come into puppy pose. This is too much too soon on your shoulders. Feel free to rest your third eye down onto the mat. I'm going to take my chin to the mat, really get into my left shoulder. If you'd like a little bit more traction, you can tuck the toes under and push into the toes. Really feel that in my shoulders. And eventually walking the hands back. Taking a twisted child's pose here, knees open wide, big toes together to touch. As you sink your hips back towards your heels, take the right hand, reach it under and through, like thread the needle. You're going to come down closer to those knees, onto the right shoulder. Left hand can either stay where it is, to really press those cheeks toward the heels, or you can walk that left hand forward, pressing into the mat. And bringing that left hand back. Switching to the other side. Left hand reaches out, under and through, coming down onto that left shoulder. Once again, right hand can either stay where it is or walking it forward. And bringing yourself back. Coming to your first downward facing dog of the class. Starting in your plank pose to get your alignment. And from your plank, just lifting the hips, not moving the palms or the feet. Just lifting them gently to the sky, bending the knees, finding a little bit of movement, but keeping the balls of the feet planted onto the mat and pressing through the fingertips. Eventually finding stillness here. Inhale, pull forward to a plank pose without moving the hands or the feet. And exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Shift the weight into that left palm. Take the right hand and move it toward the left thigh or the left calf, easing out under that left arm. A nice gentle down dog twist. This might be a lot on your left hand, so feel free to drop to the knees if you need to. Getting that twist. It's more about the twist than the strength right now. Coming back through center, right hand plants, shift to the other side, left hand toward the right thigh or the calf, looking out under the right armpit. Coming back through center. Pressing the hips back into your down dog. Extending that right leg up and back. And stepping the right foot forward and through for a low lunge. Come down onto that left knee. Hands to the thigh. Press the hips forward. And again, taking a nice gentle twist. Left hand to the outside of the right knee. And maybe taking that right hand to the lower back or to the back of the left thigh, gazing out over your right shoulder. Using the exhale to twist just a bit deeper. And coming back through center. Hands plant, tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee. Swing that right leg up and back, down dog split. Bend the knee, stack the hip, driving that right heel toward the right cheek. Shoulders are square. Re-straightening the leg. Exhale, pulling it forward to a runner's lunge. Plant the right foot between the palms. Shift the weight into that left palm, right arm reaches. Simple twist. Driving that left heel back, reaching actively through the right fingertips for one more breath. Exhale, right hand comes down. Step the right foot back to meet the left, lift the hips, downward facing dog. On the inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge on the left side, plant the left foot, drop the right knee, come up onto the left thigh, pressing the hips forward. And again, finding that nice gentle twist, right hand to the outside of the left knee, left hand to either the hip, the lower back, or the right thigh, gazing out over that left shoulder. Inhale to come back through center. Circle the palms down, frame the front foot. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee, down dog split, swing that left leg up and back. Bend the left knee, stack the hip, driving that left heel toward the left cheek. Breathe, straighten the leg. Exhale, knee comes toward the nose, runner's lunge, plant the left foot between the palms, right hand plants, left arm reaches, simple twist. Creating a line of energy from the right palm out, the left fingertips. And exhale, left hand comes down, step the left foot back to meet the right. Coming back to your downward facing dog. Inhale to rise up onto the toes. Take a slow walk to the top of your mat. Finding ragdoll pose. Bending the knees generously. Feet are 2 fist distance apart. Grabbing for opposite elbows. Bending the knees, pedaling out the feet. Swaying the hips from side to side. Nodding the head yes, shaking the head no. And releasing the fingertips to the mat. Drawing the big toes together to touch, taking a slow roll up to stand, finding mountain pose. Sorry about that. Tadasana, there we go. Stacking the body on top of itself, palms face forward. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, refold. Bend the knees, sink the seat. Awkward chair pose. Squeezing the thighs together, shifting the weight into the heels. Maybe drawing the big toes or the toes up off the mat. Biceps are up by the ears. Draw the navel in toward the spine. And taking some twist here. Hands to heart center in prayer. Using that exhale, twist to the right. Tuck the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh briefly. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back through center, really focusing on that breath. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back through center one more time. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back through center. Last one. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back through center. Staying in that chair pose. Hands come behind the lower back. Interlace the fingers if you can, or rest them on your lower back. You draw the tops of the hands down, beginning to open the heart. Sink a little bit lower. And exhale, fold over straight legs. Arms reach to the sky with the hands interlaced. Drawing the belly toward the thighs. Holding and breathing here. And exhale, release the fingertips down to the mat. Taking a slow roll up to stand, coming back to our Tadasana, back to our mountain pose. Beginning to move through 2 sun salutations, Surya Namaskara A, modifying as needed. We're going deeper to build some heat. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into plank pose. Maybe dropping knees, chest and chin to the mat. Pulling forward to a baby cobra, lifting your heart. Pressing back into child's pose briefly. To tuck the toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhaling deeply to fill the belly. Exhaling completely to let it all out. Inhale to rise up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees to look forward. Inhale, step or float to the top of your mat, finding a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky, hands to heart center in prayer. Once more like that, either taking the modifications or moving through a traditional Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or flip back, bend at the elbows, keeping them tucked to your sides, chaturanga. Inhale your heart, forward and through, upward facing dog. Exhale the hips, up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees to look forward. Inhale, step or float to the top of your mat, coming to a flat back. Exhale, refold. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky, hands to heart center in prayer. Nice and warm here. Moving through a sequence. We won't do too many sequences, more focusing on those twists. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, shift the weight into the right foot to step the left foot back into pyramid pose. So your legs aren't going to be as long as a warrior one, a little bit shorter of a stance. Both legs are straight. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, fold, drawing the nose toward the right knee. Imagining that you're pulling that left hip forward and you're pressing that right hip back, trying to square the hips. On your next inhale, come into a flat back. We're going to do a revolved triangle here. So the block, if you have one, to the inside of the right foot. Left hand plants on the block, right arm reaches. If you don't have a block and you're having trouble twisting, place the right hand on the lower back. It's not about the extension in the right arm right now. It's really about getting into that twist. Exhale, right hand comes down. You can move the block. Bend into the right knee. Step the left foot further back, coming into a nice runner's lunge. Shine your heart forward. And drop the left heel so the back foot is parallel to the edge, the end of the back of the mat. To bring that right hand in to the inside of the right foot. And extend the left arm to the sky to open up that left hip to a side angle. If this is too low and deep to start, you can stay up here high on the thigh, forearm to the right thigh. Exhale, extend that left arm overhead, stretching out the left side body. Beginning to drive into that right knee, pulling up into a warrior two. Still bending into that right knee, activating that right thigh, feeling that right quad working here. Keep it bent, flip the front palm, reach up and back. Peaceful warrior, stretching from the right hip out, the right hand. Still bending deeply. We'll release in just a second. Coming back through warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front leg. There it is. Bump the hips back. Right hand forward. And then down, Trikonasana, left hand to the sky. Opening up the hips, opening up the heart. Pressing the back body against the imaginary wall behind you. And let's reverse our triangle. Legs stay straight. Reach the arms up and back. Extending that stretch from the right toes out the right hand. Rebending into that right knee. Circle the palms down, frame the front foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left and flow through your vinyasa. Make your way back to your downward facing dog. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely.
Inhale to rise up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees to look forward. Inhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Hands to heart center in prayer. Preparing for the opposite side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, shift the weight into the left foot. Step the right foot back into a shorter warrior one stance. Straighten the legs and come into a pyramid pose. Nose comes toward the left knee. Once again, imagining that you're pulling that right hip forward and pressing that left hip back. Using the exhale to fold just a bit deeper. Inhale up onto the fingertips if you have that block. Placing it next to the inside of the left foot. Right hand plants on the block. Left arm reaches. Revolve triangle pose. Or taking the left hand to the lower back. Twisting everything out. Exhale, left hand comes down. Move the block out of the way, bending into the left knee. Step the right foot further back. Nice long stance for your runner's lunge. Dropping that right heel so the back foot is parallel to the back end of the mat. Walking the left hand to the inside of the left foot to find your side angle pose. Either keeping the left hand planted to the inside of the left foot, right arm reaches, or come up high on the thigh, left forearm to the thigh. Right arm extends overhead, palm face down, stretching out the right side body. Still bending deeply into that left knee as you drive yourself up. Warrior two. Keep that knee bent. Flip the left palm, reach up and back, peaceful warrior. Stretching from the left hip out, the left hand. Activating that left quad. Inhale back through center. Exhale, straighten the front leg, release it out. Bump the hips back. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Opening the front body. And reversing our triangle, legs stay as they are. Reach the arms up and back. Beautiful. Exhale, circle the palms down, frame the front foot. Step the left foot back, flow through your vinyasa coming down. Pulling your heart forward and through. Lifting the hips up and back. Holding and breathing in your downward facing dog. Inhale to rise up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees to look forward. Inhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Hands to heart center in prayer. Stepping our feet out wide to come into goddess pose. Toes are pointed to the ends of our mat. Bending the knees. And sinking our seat down, trying to keep the knees nice and open. Finding a little bit of movement here, sinking low. And eventually bringing our arms out into goalpost arms, finding some stillness. We're going to work into the calves a little bit by lifting our heels. On the inhale, lift the right heel. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, release. Inhale, right. Exhale, release. Inhale, left. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, right. Exhale, release. Inhale, left. Exhale, release, sink the seat down. See if you can lift both heels. And release them down. Turn the heels out. Reach the arms out long, and on the exhale, fold forward. Nice wide-legged forward fold here. Holding and breathing, shifting the weight into the toes. As you lift the hips, using the exhale to fold just a bit deeper. And putting a small micro bend in the knees, slowly rolling back up to stand. Turning the heels back in, coming back into that goddess pose. This time we're going to take the hands to the thighs. And taking some little twists here. Right shoulders forward, nice and deep. And coming back up. Left shoulder down. Coming back up. Right shoulder, see if you can go a little bit deeper. Coming back up. And left shoulder down. Coming back up. Turning the heels back out as you straighten the legs. Hands come behind the lower back, either interlacing the fingers or maybe taking a reverse prayer. On the exhale, folding all the way down. If you have an inversion in your practice, you feel comfortable where you are moving into it, you can place the hands on the mat as you lower the crown of your head down, beginning to lift the legs up. We'll hold here for 3 more breaths. And whenever you're ready, either releasing out of your headstand, releasing out of your bind with your hands, softly bending the knees and rolling up to stand. Stepping the feet up to the top of the mat and shaking it out. We're going to move into a balancing posture here. Eagle pose, really stimulating, tightening everything, compressing everything. Shifting the weight into the left foot, arms out to a T, crossing the right leg over the bringing the right arm underneath the left arm, crossing at the elbows, sinking the seat down. Once you have your balance, maybe moving into your eagle's nest, compressing everything by drawing the navel in and folding forward. If you fall out of it, get right back into it. You're supposed to fall. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to challenge you physically, mentally. Wherever you are, releasing everything out and preparing for the other side. Shifting the weight into the right foot. Arms out to a T, crossing the left leg over the right. And the left arm under the right. There we go. Sinking the seat down. Drawing the elbows parallel to the shoulders. And again, maybe folding into your next. Or maybe you just like to work on keeping your balance in this twisted pose. Remembering to breathe and releasing. Everything out. Nice job.
Everyone's doing okay? All right.
Coming back to the top of our backs, rinsing all of that out with a vinyasa. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float back. Either modify as needed, depending on how smoked you are, or going deeper. From your downward facing dog, pulling your shoulders over your wrists, bending at the elbows and lowering all the way down onto your mat. Resting your right cheek onto the mat, arms at your sides. Continuing to stimulate the digestive system with some heart openers here. Pressing the belly into the earth, starting with Sphinx pose. Taking the forearms to the mat. Elbows are just in front of our shoulders. Pressing the palms down. Pressing the belly into the mat, tops of the feet into the mat. Lifting our heart, feeling that compression in the lower back. Holding and breathing here. One more breath, really sending love to that lower back. And slowly lowering down, arms at your sides. Maybe resting the left cheek on the mat. Bending the knees, pedaling out, or windshield wipering the feet. Be weird to pedal the feet right now. Windshield wipering the feet from side to side. Then coming into a locust pose. Chin comes to the mat. Gazes forward. You can either reach the arms back, or you can interlace the hands like we've been doing, or rest the hands in a diamond at the lower back. On the inhale, lifting your heart, your arms, your legs, pointing the toes, using the breath to lift up just a bit higher, compressing the belly into the mat. Lifting to your edge. And exhale to release it back down. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, tucking the toes under, reverse chaturanga, lifting up into a plank pose. Lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Bend the knee, stack the hip if it's in your practice, flipping your dog, or staying right where you are. Continuing to stack that right hip on top of the left. Flip dogs, coming back to three-legged dog, extending that right leg up and back. Exhale, knee toward the nose, pigeon pose, right knee behind the right palm, right ankle behind the left. Lifting the heart, you square the hips, straightening the left leg behind you. You can either fold straight down here, or in keeping with our twists, taking that left hand, crossing it just in front of that right knee, and coming down onto that left shoulder, extending the right arm forward. Holding here for 3 more reps. Eventually bringing that right hand back underneath the shoulder to press yourself up. Walking the hands forward. So you have seal arms here, pressing into the fingertips. Arms are straight, really pressing that right hip back. Walking the hands back, rolling over onto that right cheek. So you swing that left leg over on top of the right to double pigeon or fire log pose. Flexing the feet as you stack the left knee on top of the right ankle on top of the left knee. If this feels terrible for you, extend the left leg out long. You'll still get that nice compression in the left hip. If you're feeling good right here, you can stay, or you can walk your hands forward and begin to fold, maybe using your hands to press on that top leg to get in deeper into those hips. If you have that lower leg extended, you can fold there as well, making sure to flex the feet to protect those knees. Slowly lowering or lifting yourself up, crossing at the ankles, rolling over the knees, placing the palms on the mat, and pressing yourself back into your downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet, letting that side go. On the inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Bend the knee, stack the hip, and either flip your dog or stay as you are. Flipped dogs meeting back in 3-legged dog. On the exhale, drawing the knee toward the nose, placing the left knee behind the left palm, left ankle behind the right, lifting yourself up, squaring the hips, straightening the right leg behind you. And again, if you'd like to take that twist, right hand comes next to the left knee as it swoops down, coming down onto that right shoulder, left hand plants. Maybe walk the left hand forward. Your twisted pigeon pose, or taking a traditional pigeon, whatever your body is calling for today. Holding for 3 more breaths. And walking the left hand back to press you up. Both hands press forward to the corners of your mat. Arms are straight in, seal arms, pressing that left cheek back, really getting into those hips just a bit more. Hands walk back, roll over onto the left cheek. Swing that right leg around, placing the right leg on top of the left. Into fire log pose. Right ankle on top of the left knee, right knee on top of the left ankle. Feet are flexed. You might notice the difference from one side to the other, as I'm sure you did in your pigeon pose. Again, if you need to straighten that bottom leg, feel free to do so. You can either stay right here or begin to fold. Keeping those feet flexed, protecting those beautiful knees. And slowly coming back up. Extending the legs out long in front of you. Maybe shaking them out. Actually, let's bend the knees, placing the soles of the feet open wide. Hands at the lower back, and windshield wiping the legs from side to side. Sending breath and love to those hips. And then eventually making our way back up. This time, straight legs, flexed feet. On the inhale, reach the arms to the sky overhead. Exhale, draw that navel in toward the spine and fold. Using the exhale to pull just a bit deeper, feeling that belly press into the thighs. And making your way back up. Finding butterfly or bound angle pose. Soles of the feet together to touch. Knees open wide. Heart is lifted. And fold. Taking a nice round spine here. Beginning to soften the body. So I get distracted by my toenail polish. Folding just a bit deeper. And making your way back up. Taking the hands underneath the knees, closing the legs like a book. Extending the arms out long in front of you. Thumbs pointing up and slowly rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Coming all the way down onto your back. Knees drawing into the chest. For a nice gentle squeeze. Placing the soles of the feet on the mat, hip width distance apart. Rather than getting into an aggressive bridge pose after we've started to slow down the body, you can take a nice gentle restorative bridge here by lifting the hips, placing your block on the medium height side, if that makes any sense, just above the tailbone, that flat part of the butt below the lower back. This will still give you all the benefits of having the hips lifted above the heart without any of the work. It's not always about the deep stretch. It's not always about the sweat. It's about what's going on inside of the body, what yoga is doing for your body, how it's healing you, how it's helping you. The long-term effects. The positive long-term effects on your health and wellness. From your restorative bridge pose, you can take a restorative legs up the wall by pressing your palms into the mat. As you lift the feet, bending the knees, and eventually straightening the legs to the sky, flexing the feet. Again, all the benefits of the pose with less of the work, allowing fresh blood to flow from the toes, down the legs, into the hips, toward the heart, reversing the effects of gravity. Staying present, continuing to breathe. Sometimes it's easy to check out at the end of a practice. Your mind begins to wander more in the stillness. And that's where the challenge is for 2 more breaths. When you want to be done and you're not yet, That's where you need to do the work. You need to bend the knees, lowering the feet down onto the mat. Pressing into the heels as you lift the hips slightly to move your body. Lowering the lower back down, feet as wide as the mat, knees knocked together. Placing the hands on the belly. And just breathing. Is there any final movements that you would like to move through before we finish our practice? Feel free to do so. You need something deeper. Or any gentle twists. Finding it here. Or simply move into your Shavasana, allowing your legs to extend out long, arms resting at your sides, palms face up. When we're in the studio, I like to create an environment that will help you rest. And I know that that's hard at home. This is where you become your greatest teacher, learning to calm the body on your own. Relaxing the toes, breathing into the tops of the feet and the bottoms of the feet. Releasing the ankles and the calves. Softening the tops of the knees and the backs of the knees. Breathing into the thighs. Relaxing the hips. Sending breath and love to the belly and the lower back. Softening the ribs, the shoulder blades, and the chest. Breathing warmth into the shoulders, into the arms, the biceps, and the triceps. Relaxing the insides of the elbows, and the outsides of the elbows. Softening the forearms, the wrists, the palms, and the backs of the hands. Releasing any tension in each and every finger. Breathing into the neck. Feeling it relax. The jaw releases. Softening the face, the lips, the tongue. Relaxing the nose, the cheeks, and the eyes. Sending breath and love to the ears, the back of the head, the forehead. Relaxing all the way to the top, the crown of the head. Feeling your entire body relax, release, and be present. Allowing yourself to breathe. Being here in this moment. You can either stay here as long as you like, or begin to wiggle the fingers and toes, bringing movement to the wrists and to the ankles, eventually bending the knees, placing the soles of the feet onto the mat, and extending the arms out long behind you for a stretch. Falling heavy to your right side, finding one more moment here for yourself. And whenever you're ready, not a moment before, With eyes closed, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seated position, taking a tall spine, softening the shoulders away from the ears, and drawing the hands together at heart center in prayer, bowing your head in dedication to your practice. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Especially for those that were able to stick with me. I'm glad you were able to join. I hope the practice helped. Know that we miss you and we love you, and hopefully we will be seeing you all sooner rather than later. Have an awesome day.